What's going on, my peoples? What's going on, my peoples? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I can't say it enough, man. Again, you know what I mean, not original content like we usually do, but as you can tell from the thumbnail, we're gonna be doing an install on a 2017 Silverado. This Silverado, it will be getting a upgraded dash. We're finna go from this, y'all. We're finna go from this to one of the, you know, like Tesla screen product. This is gonna be Linkswell's Generation 5 T-style Tesla screen style radio, and it's gonna provide like a nice new look, you know, inside this thing. And it nice in here too, y'all. You know, close partner of mine, you know what I'm saying, got one of these things, and it look good with that peanut butter seat. But we're not gonna hold it all up. We're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get this thing installed in, man, ASAP, and give like a little quick synopsis on how to this, well, not a quick synopsis, this will be how to install an installation video, complete step-by-step situation. And on top of that, at the end of this video, man, we're gonna, you know, play around with the radio a little bit, see what kind of capabilities he got, and we're gonna kick this review off, you did. So with that being said, man, before I get started, you already know what you gotta do for your boy. You gotta like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Definitely smash that notification bell, that way you can stay alert to all the new drops, you dig. So let's get at it. Got this little situation here, man. You know how this go, man, with that little, I don't even know what size this is. But the Tesla screen is supposed to cover all of this here. And I looked up a couple little ways to try to, you know, get this thing taken apart. From my understanding, we got to go up under the dashboard on the driver's side. We're going to take this out on this side. Then we're going to start popping all this out to go ahead and pull this module. Over there, we need to tap into the controls of the steering wheel, and that's going to be the best way of doing it. And then over here, we're gonna be tapping into the camera, the reverse camera. Everything else should be behind this, but in order to make this thing flow right and connect right, we gotta be able to run the wires behind the dashboard, and these are gonna be the best locations to do so. So let's go and do that real quick. Let's just wanna take this out first, which is really simple. You gotta use some plastic, use plastic tools. Use plastic tools. When you use the plastic tools, you'll be able to pop this out. I've seen some people use like regular screwdrivers and stuff, but bro, don't do it. Or flatheads, don't do it. You know what I mean? Because the minute one of these snap, it's over with. You did. So, and then on here, it's gonna be some T6 screws that we're gonna have to get into. So there's one right here, one right there, and then from my understanding, there's a couple of them on the lower end. So that's the only thing we gotta take out. So with that being said, man, we're gonna get these tools and we're gonna go and get started. Alright, so now that we got this out, so basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take these tabs out. So these are gonna be some of our controllers. These things here are pretty easy to take out. They're kind of like little tabs on the top here, and you just pull it out. So it's a push button and you pull it out on both sides. So let's go and take this out. That there, same thing on this side here. Pull that out. In order to take this apart, there are 4 7mm bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's gonna allow this screen to come down, then we can unplug that screen. All right, so we done took apart them 4 screws, so all you gotta do is just pretty much just pry this out. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take this apart. And so again, same style push clamps. So again, same style push clamps, so all you gotta do is mash the button, pull it on out. Now we're using oh yeah, it's definitely hand tool, but we're using a T15. So that's what you're gonna need. Preferably one on the drill bit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta sit here and be manually doing this work. But then when you ain't got your tools with you, and you got to rely, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Alright, so I'm gonna go and continue taking this apart. This is one of those things that will be deleted. I'm gonna take this apart again. Unplug the rear. Easy. And again, this is garbage. He said he had a CD in here, but I don't see no CD, so this is now gone. We'll go ahead and start taking all this apart too. Antenna, things of that nature. And well, all this stuff will be out the way, ready to go. Easy. This may or may not get deleted. This is a satellite radio, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So we're just gonna take this to the back for now. With that being said, everything on this front end that we need to take apart is already taken apart, so we should be good here. Let's go ahead and get the box out, open the box up, see what we're dealing with, and see what we gotta tap into. All right, so let's go and get this bad boy unboxed. See what we're dealing with on the wire situation side. And then we're gonna check out that screen and see what's going on with it. Got a nice little warranty card. So I'm definitely gonna have him fill this out. So this looks like it's gonna be all about cord, which is a gaggle of stuff. Cable. We're gonna stick all this. You can tell that's a lot. It's a lot of cord. It's a lot of cord. Alright, so I went ahead and took the column cover off right here in order to do this, because I was fooling around trying to look for screws and all that good stuff. No. So you pull this out. This go in here. This is to adjust your steering. Your steering wheel. So you hold it and you pull it out. So once you pull that out, you throw that to the side, and then you just kind of stick your two fingers in and you pull the lower cover off on both sides. Just be gentle with it. It pull right off. No screws, no nothing. This is what we need to try to get to right here. I'm not gonna pull this out yet because we need to unplug the battery before we pull this out. That's gonna be the horn, the airbag, all that good stuff, and the steering wheel controls. So we can't pull this out yet. So let's hold on. We're gonna go ahead and take the glove box out, which should be held up by 4 T15 screws, torque 15. So let's go and take that out. And then after we take that out, we'll be ready to go on plugging in all the new pieces, all the new wires. And then we should get this thing buttoned back up. You did, so hold tight. Alright, so we're gonna take this one off right here, this one off over here in this corner, and then from understanding there's 2 at the bottom too. But I think in order to take that off, we need to take these top ones off too. Alright y'all, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take this battery on loose. You know what I mean? That way we can go ahead and take the plug loose up under the steering wheel. So gotta do this first because that plug is for airbag and all kind of other stuff. And one thing you don't want to happen is you don't want to not unplug this and then it mess up when you unplug that harness on this side. It messes up with the actual sensor. So that's what we're doing. Yeah. Alright y'all, so the first thing we're gonna do on the connections is we're gonna hook up this SWC cord. So pretty much what's gonna happen is we're gonna take this plug unloose right here. I gotta get some scissors to cut this twist tie off real quick. We're gonna snap this out, and then this is gonna go in this area. And then we're gonna run the opposite end through, up under the dashboard, out towards the radio. So again, this is the SWC cable. Alright, so we got this taken off. So basically it's two ends to this. So it's the female and the male end. Oh, no, I'm sorry, this is the male end. Male end, female end. So all we gotta do is just connect this in. Female end. Just like that. And we're gonna take this and we're gonna plug this back in here. Just like that. So now that that part is done, we can actually button this all back up. And now we're gonna run this out through the other side. We're gonna go through the dash, this here, and then come out on the other side to the radio. Right in this area. Alright, so I got all my little wires sitting out. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some small little quick connects in some areas so we can kind of reduce some of these wires. So first thing first, I'm gonna take this CAN box here, and I'm gonna connect it to the one that's labeled CAN box. So the good thing is this thing is pretty labeled, pretty decent. So it shouldn't be that hard. I know it's a lot of wires, but don't get like frustrated or nervous about doing this. This part is really pretty simple. You might not even use all these wires. So first thing, take this CAN box, and I'm going to connect it on this side here. Just like this. And done. Alright, so then we're going to take this second cord. You can see it got two ends, or three. One of them is labeled to CAN box. That's going to be the other side of this red box here. So we're going to connect that here. Just like that. And I think literally this one is ready to go. So that one says to radio here. That one says to radio. This one says to climate connect. So these two might go in the inside. So stay tuned. Alright, so now we got our USB connector. So one of them, so this end is gonna go inside the truck. And this part here is gonna connect to one of these ends. So we're gonna have to figure out, but I wanna say it's the one to the white end. So it's gonna go just like this. And I'll probably get some tape to tape this up too. That way it'll never come loose. And then the other side goes in the inside. So let's go check this out real quick, get this installed. Alright, so coming up under the dashboard here, what you're gonna be looking for is, the first one we're gonna do is we're gonna do our camera cable. Let me get some flashlight. So this is what the camera cable looks like. You got a yellow plug on one end, and it's actually labeled HMI Connect camera cable. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna find all your connections up here. So you see all these wires right here, all of these wires right here, and we're gonna pull out the gray one. So they're all connected. So I pulled the gray one out, and then now since I pulled the gray one out, all we're gonna do is we're going to connect this to the gray one, just like this. Done. And then we're gonna take this other end of this yellow cord and we're gonna run it to the outside of the radio. So we're just gonna take this loose. And then we're just gonna feed this all the way through here and come out on the other side. Just like that. That's gonna be that cable. So now we're gonna go and find out the other wires, and we're gonna do the same thing. So hold on, I got another one. All right, so the next one we're gonna grab is this red one. It's labeled USB harness, and they got several other links on the other side. So the red part is what we're gonna feed on the other side. And then we're gonna keep one of these in the glove box just in case you wanna do like a phone connect or whatever. You can just kinda quick link it. And then we're gonna find the piece to go to this, which is like a old school HDMI. So I drop that cord right here. So pull that out, and it's gonna be this one. So it looks like an old HDMI. So all you got to do is just slide this one in now, just like this here, just like that. And then make sure it's snapped now. Make sure it lock in place, because you don't want to be reaching in this glove box. So then we're gonna take this end here, the other end here, and we're just gonna stick this in the glove box just in case, again, he wants to, you know, kind of connect any other type of device to it. And we're gonna feed this red one, same place we fed the other one. So right through this hole, and that's gonna connect to the radio. All right, so on this part here, first couple colors we're gonna do, just match the colors up. So it's gonna be green to green, and it's gonna be gray to gray. They only connect once, so they only gonna go to one connection, so you can't really mess this part up. So green to green here. We're gonna do gray to gray here. Now keep in mind, on this truck we are doing away with a lot of stuff, so a lot of this stuff ain't gonna be connected to anything. Because this truck does not have a bowl system, you're gonna use this jumper cable to get rid of it. So that's gonna be that. Then we got one more jumper cable to hook up. We're gonna tighten up the rest of these connections. Stay with me. Next cord we're gonna do this other side USB. That's gonna connect directly to the back of the radio. Just serves as a jumper cord. So now I'm gonna go backwards, because just watching off of some other YouTube channels, I realized that the first connection that I made that had the extra USB to the side, that we connected that to a black one. You do not have two black ones. So if they say you got two black ones up out in here, they lying to you. They lying to you. First one you want to connect, I disconnected it already. I took the first wire, I took that off of the black one and I connected it to the green one instead. So the green one is your jumper, okay? And we're gonna have an extra USB off to the side in case we want to connect. Now we're gonna go back and connect this black one, because this is also gonna be connected to the radio. So this is gonna be HDMI's to the radio ports. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect this to the black one instead. Then we're gonna run this to the back. This is gonna connect to the radio. But before I do that, notice that this fits kind of weird. It ain't all the way in. So what I want to do is I want to secure this connection by using some electrical tape. So let's get this electrical tape on real quick and easy. Nice little way I like doing my electrical tape. Just put it halfway on. You don't have to unwrap it, and then just kind of take your finger and roll it around. I'm gonna do enough of this, that way this thing don't come loose. So now we got that connection made. All we gotta do is go back up under here. We're gonna connect it to this black one. Just like that. So bam. And then we're gonna feed this to the radio. All right, we only got a few more connections. We're gonna connect the antenna, figure out the rest of these last couple wires, and we're gonna be ready to plug and play, man. See what this bad boy do. You dig? So stick with me. All right, so the next one we're gonna hook up is the antenna wire. You can see, like regular antenna, it's gonna connect to this black antenna wire. So all you gotta do is again, snap this right on in place, and it's gonna lock in place. Bam, just like that. All right, so we're good on the antenna wire like that. Wi-Fi for it. So basically you want to just kind of like install this in a place that don't have a whole lot of metal. It doesn't matter where it is, if it's on the outside or the inside of the dash. What we're gonna do is we're gonna snug it right up here inside the dash, but it ain't nothing but plastic. So we're gonna find a decent little location, which I found one right there. And we're gonna stick it up there, and then this wire be ready to go. So all you gotta do is just peel the backing plate off, just this red little paper. Just like that. So we're gonna peel this off. And then we're gonna find a place right up in here, no metal. And we're gonna stick it up in there. Damn, just like that. So now we're ready to go on that cable. Easy. Alright, next thing we're gonna do is gonna hook up the GPS. We're gonna do it the same exact way. I'm gonna find a spot in that same area. I'm not gonna put them close together though, because I don't want any interference. So we're gonna find a spot that's a little bit deeper out the inside the dashboard. So let's peel this backing plate off again. Alright, so we take that backing plate off, and then we're gonna find a place right in the inside. Again, we're gonna go a little bit deeper though, the way we did the last time, because we don't want it to interfere with the actual signal for the Wi-Fi. Alright, just like that. Alright, next thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna hook up these brackets. And what they're gonna do is they're just gonna sit right here. These are mounting brackets, so one on each corner. And it's only two. So one right here on this side, and then one on the bottom on the other side. So we're gonna go and connect these using the screws that they supply. Alright, next what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these little square. These came with the radio. I'm gonna take these out. So all we gotta do is just use these tabs, push these out. Once we push that out, we can discard that, and then we're gonna take, I figure out what side is what. It's this side. And we're gonna take this, the other one, we're gonna slide this clean in, push them in. Bam. We're gonna do the other side the same way. Starting to lose a little light, but we're gonna keep this thing rolling. All right, so now we're gonna take all these clips, these silver clips, and we're gonna transfer them over to this. So there's one right there, and there's two right there, and we're gonna go all the way around. Same thing with the radio.
Come on.
All right, people. So this is this dog, but we got everything snapped in place. Everything that comes with this box, you will be using. So what I recommend is coming in the back, snapping in everything in the back of the radio. Once you snap in everything, it'll kind of give you an understanding of what's left, what's loose, and you just snap those in place. So, all right, so everything is in place, everything ready to go. A couple wires that you won't be using these. Two wires here, and then you won't be using this white wire here. This one you won't be using as well. So again, you got to do is just kind of snap everything that you need inside the radio, and then it'll give you understanding of everything else. So what we're finna do now is we're finna go ahead and turn the truck on the on position. We ain't gonna fire this bad boy up, but we just gonna turn on the on position, and then we're gonna see what we got before we start buttoning this thing up. We did so. Pull this screen off real quick. Alright, big boy screen. It is. So, alright, man. Go on, put the key. Don't fire it up. Don't just put it on up. Alright, so we're gonna hit that on button here. Man, boy, it's always something, but I tell you, ain't it? Alright, so we want to see if I know they said this thing kind of take a little bit of time to boot up, especially on first rodeo. So we're gonna let it boot up, do its thing. Let's up here. Okay, got some sound, so we definitely got some speakers going. What's the one of the radio stations down here? Alright, let's check this. Let's check these fans and stuff. Here, let me hit home button here. It's the navigation. Actually, with the navigation, you probably going to have to link your phone. You want to go ahead and link your phone now? Huh? No? Hey. Yeah. Oh, wait. The fan ain't gonna come on?
Yeah, probably will.
I turn it on?
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Vents work, defrost, all that stuff work. That's front, right? Alright. So we got AC. I hear it coming up the top. Alright. I'm tripping, man. What's what a tune? Testing. Alright, so that worked. Alright, oh, actually, yeah. Can you control it? Nice one. What is it doing right now? It ain't. Yeah, I'm about to say the speakers. Okay, you control it? Alright, cool. Turn it down. You know what I'm saying? USB's on point. How we get to the radio on this joint? Hit radio. Oh, radio working. You know what I mean? So he wants some privacy, so he gonna, play with the phone link and all that good jazz. But everything works pretty good on it. Everything worked pretty good. Look, factory. Let me hit that. Let me get some of that key. Get that key. Show the people the AC and stuff. Everything's still working. Ooh, blow code. Everything touch screen. Alright. Let's see if we adjust it to the heat. Oh yeah, getting hot over there. It's getting hot over there. Let's see. It's hot on there. Alright. So yeah, we good. Still got the controls from the steering wheel as well. So everything in place. All in all, I'm about to say the radio looks pretty good. It's a decent radio. One of these days I'll be able to see it, in the real truck. No, that part I'm gonna cut out. But yeah. So it looked good. Definitely appreciate it. If you want a radio like this, I'm gonna be putting my link in the description. You did. So that's gonna be that, man. I really appreciate y'all checking in, and we out.